Today, we are going to discuss few limitations or drawbacks of planning under chapter 4 Planning of class 12th Business Studies. So the first limitation or the first drawback of planning is that it leads to rigidity. So we know that there is a well defined plan in the organization and all the other activities and goals are achieved within this framework of plan based on specific time period. And these plans are actually the factors which decide the future course of actions, and therefore managers are unable to change it. That means once the plan is being set, once the objectives and goals are being chalked out, then no matter what changes comes in the way, managers are not supposed to change the plans. So in midway, if they find out that this is not working out, even though that difficulty is faced by them, but they are not in a position to change the plan. And this kind of rigidity in plans may actually create the difficulties for managers, and managers need to be given some flexibility to be able to cope up with the changing circumstances. Following a predetermined or predecided plan, when circumstances have changed, may not turn out to be in the organizational interest. So we know that it is a dynamic nature of business, that it keeps on changing, the situations and the scenario keeps on changing. But as far as management is considered or is concerned, it runs according to predetermined objectives and plans, and all the objectives are to be strictly done under the plans which are predetermined or pre-stated. But when the managers face some difficulties because of rigid plans, they should be given some facilities, or they should be enabled so that they could bring along some changes, if not all the changes altogether. They should be given some changes, they should be given a position to change it to some extent which can be suited or which can be opted for achievement of that organizational goals. Because what happens when there is no flexibility in plans, it becomes very difficult for the managers to cope up with the changing situations or circumstances, and hence planning is a very rigid process. It cannot be changed time to time. Once it is being set up, all the other functions, whether it is staffing, controlling, coordinating, directing, everything is done under the framework of the specified plan, and hence sometimes it becomes very difficult for the managers to cope up with the changes of business environment. The next limitation is that it may not work in the dynamic environment, which means changing environment. We know that business environment is dynamic and nothing is constant, which means nothing remains the same. The environment consists of number of dimensions with number of changing factors such as economic, political, physical, legal and social. The organization has to constantly adapt itself to changes. It becomes difficult to accurately access future trends in the environment if economic policies are modified or political conditions in the country are not stable or there is a natural calamity. So if you know that the policies of the government keeps on changing and the business needs to imply itself or suit itself according to the changing business environment, but since the plans are being rigid, it is predetermined and everything is done according to the plan, it might happen that sometimes plan will not work in the changing business condition or in the dynamic environment of business. Not only that, there are competitions in the market which can also upset the financial plans. Sales targets may have to be revised, and accordingly cash budget also needs to be modified since they are based on sales figures. Planning cannot foresee everything, and thus there may be obstacles to effective planning. Not only changing business environment is a problem for the company or the organization, competitions from outsiders is also very a difficult factor to be analyzed and foreseen, and thus it becomes very difficult for the planning to be stable because the business conditions keep on changing, the competitions occur, the government may change its policies, and so are the budgets which needs to be modified or changed. And therefore it can be said that Planning will not completely give you a clear picture about what will happen in future, and thus it can prove to be an obstacle to form an effective planning. The third limitation is that planning reduces creativity. Since you know that planning is an activity which is done by the top level management, they decide or they plan for all the functions which needs to be undertaken in the organization. Usually the rest of the members just implements these plan, and the rest of the levels, that is the middle and the lower level of management, are only working or only striving for the achievement of that particular plan. And as a consequences, middle level of management and the other decision makers are neither allowed to deviate from plans nor they are permitted to act on their own. Thus, much of the initiative or creativity inherited in them also gets lost or reduced. Most of the time, employees do not even attempt to formulate plans. So this statement says that even though an employee is very creative, is very innovative, but because of the factor that the plans are already being stated by the top level management, the middle level and the lower level of management, which might consist of many creative people, their creativity is either reduced, their working efficiency is either reduced, minimized, or it might also even vanish. Why? Because they are not allowed to take actions on their own. They are also not allowed to take decisions on their own. They are not allowed to think of any creative or innovative idea. They just need to work on to implement the plans which are being created by the top level management, and hence planning reduces the creativity of the employees working in the organization, because they just tend to carry out the orders which are given to them by the top level management. They do not think on their thinking skills. They actually do whatever command or order is being given to them by the top level management, and they do not come out with anything new or innovative. The next limitation of planning is that it involves a huge cost. So when the plans are drawn up, huge costs are involved in their formulation, which means planning is a very costly affair. These may be in terms of time and money. Like for example, if you want to check the accuracy of the facts, which may involve a lot of time, detailed plan requires scientific calculations to ascertain facts and figures. The cost incurred sometimes may not justify the benefits derived from the plans. So, as I told you in the beginning, planning is a very costly affair because you need to analyze, you need to strategize a lot of things before you actually fix upon a plan or fix upon a correct decision. And it might also be possible that even though you have spent a lot of money, you have put in a lot of time and effort to plan those things, it might also happen that the plan may not work out as the way you wanted, and hence what will happen in that scenario, the money which you invested will also go in vain in order to conduct the function of planning, as well as the plan did not work according to your expectation, and so time, money and the efforts are all completely in waste. There are number of incidents cost as well, like expenses of boardroom meetings, discussion with professional experts, and preliminary investigations to find out variability of plans, etc. So these are the other things for which planning might prove to be a very costly affair for the management, and hence the planning which cannot be done effectively because it inquires a huge cost for the management, as well as sometimes the plan may not work according to our expectation, which indeed will be a waste of money, time and efforts of the management. The next limitation is that planning is a time consuming process. It is the continuation of the previous point. Sometimes plans to be drawn take up so much of time that there is no much time left for its implementation. So sometimes what happens is managers take a lot of time for planning, because you know that planning needs to be done very purposefully, very thoroughly and very smoothly. On this other functions are also based, and so if planning is not done properly, all the other functions of management will simply go in vain. And because management keeps that in factor in mind, they actually conduct the planning activity taking a lot of time. And what happens as a result? It becomes a very time consuming process. And so planning has taken a lot of time, its implementation has no time to be left out. So what happens? Planning takes a lot of time to implement those plans, which means to put in those plans into action. The implementation of plans become very difficult, or it has got only a less time for its implementation. The next limitation of planning is that it does not guarantee success. In the previous points, we had discussed that even though we have spent a lot of time, effort, and money in the process of planning, it sometimes may happen that it does not come out or it does not work according to our desires. And that is why it is said that planning does not give any guarantee of success. So you cannot be relaxed thinking that yes, as a top level management, I have planned out things so well. I have done the setting up of objectives so well. Now, no one can deviate me from achieving the success or demotivate or demoralize me from getting my organizational goals achieved. No, it does not happen. The success of the enterprise is possibly only when the plans are properly drawn and implemented. Any plan needs to be translated into action or it becomes meaningless. So, unless and until plans are converted into actions, the dreams are converted into reality, only then there is meaning or purpose of planning. Otherwise, your planning is simply a waste. Managers have the tendency to rely on previously tried and tested successful plans. It is not always true that just because plans had worked before, it will work again. So always remember that even though you had done a planning and you got successful result because of that planning, but it is not always necessary that same plan will work again and again over the years. With the changing in the business environment, you need to change your plans over and over again. Besides, there are so many unknown factors which needs to be considered. This kind of competency and false sense of security may actually lead to failure instead of success. So, the manager should not be under the wrong impression that yes, last year this plan proved out to be very successful, and so this year also we'll come up with the same plan. So they should not be in this false thinking that once this plan gave you success, so every time they may give you success. No, next time with the changed business environment, you may have to face failure. So keep on changing the plan over the period of time. However, despite its limitations, planning is not a useless exercise. We all know that it is a tool to be used with caution, which means planning is a tool which needs to be used with utmost care and precaution. It provides a base for analyzing future courses of action, but it is not a solution to all the problems. Why is it said so? Because when we discussed the limitations of planning, we came to know that there are various factors which affect in proper and effective planning also. So we understood that planning only gives you a basis for conducting the activities and carrying out other functions of management, right? But it is altogether not a complete solution to your problems. You need to be flexible, you need to have intellectual thinking, and you need to be ready to face the challenges and to face the failure. And planning will only give you a basis on which you can do other managerial activities. But at the end of the day, it is our potential thinking, our intellectual thinking, which will help the organization or enable the enterprise to attain its organizational goals and be successful. So these were the few limitations of planning.